I just was so excited over that purse. I still get really excited over that purse.
My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that other people might overlook. Sometimes I go picking with my boyfriend, sometimes it's my best friend Sue, and sometimes it's my kids. But at the end of the day, it's all about having fun and hopefully just maybe making a profit.
Out on the table here, I have everything that we purchased in yesterday's shopping trip to the thrift shops. So if you haven't caught that video yet, I've put a link to it down in the description. But right now we are going to talk about everything that we got, what we paid for it, and how much I would expect to get for it in my Etsy shop or on eBay. So let's go over these items real quick. We are going to start with these Irish coffee mugs from Haul. Now, I like these ones because they are two-toned, but they are white and black, and I really like that contrast. So I paid $1 a piece for 5 of these. I would expect to get $20 to $25 for 5 of them. So it's not a huge profit, but there is profit to be made. They're rather easy to ship, just a little bubble wrap. Don't throw them in a box. Just place them gently in a box and they're ready to go. But we do have a set of 5 of them, and they are rather nice. But they are unmarked Haul, and they do pretty well. So, you know me and my coffee mugs. I do like the black and white contrast though, so those will do well. Now let's move on to this Talavera pitcher. Now, I don't usually purchase these. I'm not very familiar with these, so I had to do a little research. I do know they are valued at around $35 to $65, which is kind of a big range, and I'm not sure what makes them worth $35 versus what makes them worth $65, but it is Mexican pottery. So I was a little confused to find made in China on the bottom, and made in China on the bottom of all the comparable pieces when they're advertised as Mexican pottery. I don't know how that works, but it's a thing. So Talavera, made in China, but Mexican pottery. So this piece, I'm not sure where it would fall in that $35 to $65 range. Now, if I had the glasses not the glasses, but if I had the cups, the tumblers to match, the ceramic tumblers to match, we would be talking like $100, but we don't have those. So we just have the pitcher. The pitcher is good. I paid $5 for the pitcher. So what I'm going to do with the pitcher is I'm going to list it on eBay and see where it falls, whether it falls in the $35 range or the $65 range, but it's more than likely going to fall somewhere in that range. So we will see how the pitcher does, but it is very colorful. That's what attracted me to it. You guys know I love the colorful pottery. So Mexican pottery, made in China. Let's see how it does. Moving along. Now this piece right here, I paid $2 for. Let's not lift it by the lid because it might fall and break. This has an Art Deco appeal. However, I suspect that it is more than likely mid-century. It is a smoky black glass with these gold stripes. Now, a lot of the times these gold stripes have a tendency to wear, and on the base here you will see that there is wear. But around the rest of the glass, there is very minimal wear, which I like to see. And even where there is tape, I have pulled up some of the tape. The tape is not pulling up. It's not pulling it up. So I think, no, it's not. What I'm probably going to do to remove the tape fully is to soak it in warm water and then just gently pry off the tape. But this is a candy dish, I would suspect. More than likely a candy dish. I am going to be listing this on eBay. I have seen there's just such a fluctuating range, and the fact that this is gold and this smoky black, again, we're bringing in this contrast of the gold and the black, and I think that that's going to come into play with selling this piece, because that's very appealing to a lot of people, that the color scheme. So we'll see how this does on eBay. If you guys want to go watch it, you can see what it sells for. But that'll be over there. There's a link to my new eBay that I just started down in the description. So I'm excited to see how that piece does. And if it doesn't sell, I'll keep it because I kind of like it. I paid $2 for it. Moving along. Now, let's talk first about this. I paid $3 for this. Now, this piece right here, Sue spotted it first, and she showed it to me, and I thought, you know what, that is a very lovely piece of pottery. This is a local artist piece, and I know that because it is marked S. de Pro, 2007, Lidditz, PA. He is a local artist. I did look him up. I believe S stands for Steven. But I like this piece, and Sue did too. It has a leaf on it, so it's more of a fall piece. But it's very appealing, and I think it would be great for some fall decor. Paid $3 for this. I'm going to be listing this one up on eBay because I have no idea how much it's worth. I have no comps. It's just, it's a local artist piece, and it's actually very nice. But I wouldn't be able to list this on Etsy even if I wanted to, because with Etsy it has to be at least 20 years old, and this is marked 2007, so that's just not happening. Oh yeah, same with this. That's part of the reason this is also going on eBay. That was my other reason for that. I don't believe that this is older than 20 years. It's possible, but I didn't think it was. So let's talk about this. Now, when I picked this up, I suspected that it was Ellie Smith. It turns out it is Blanco. This was made in the 1970s. It is a cowboy. It would have come with an Indian. It is a bookend, but all we have is the cowboy. And it was made as an ice flow. That was the collection that they were making. It was called Ice Flow, and it was made to look like a chunk of ice, like an ice sculpture almost. Now I paid, this is marked $13. I paid half of that. I did not realize it was half off day when I purchased it, and I was groaning about the price, and then come to find out it was half off day. I feel like even at half off, it was still probably like not really thrifty store prices. I feel like that was still kind of like, I would expect to pick it at an antique shop for that much, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to be listing this one on eBay. There are no comparable examples on eBay. However, there are other Blanco bookends there. However, I could not find a cowboy, and I could not find an Indian. So he could be a paperweight. He could also be just a cowboy to sit on the shelf for someone who's decorating in Western style. So I should make sure he doesn't fall over because he's very heavy. But he is cool. I do like him. I'm glad I bought him and then found out it was half off day, because I would have felt a lot less happy if I would have paid the full $13 for him. We're not talking about purses yet. Let's talk about this. Okay, so I definitely said that I hate false graph. And I mean, that was a little bit strong language. I don't hate false graph. I grew up eating off of false graph. My mom had the whole dinner set of false graph. It was the berry one. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But we had the berry one. I mean, that's the one we ate off of all growing up. So I don't hate false graph. I just like false graph for resale. First of all, because it is a hassle to ship. It's, you know, dinnerware. And second of all, because there isn't a huge profit margin, you know, except if it's a rare piece, which is rare to find. Now, I happen to find this $4 utensil holder, and it is these little kittens in this milk jug, and it is a utensil holder. I really liked it because it has cats on it. You guys know if it has cats, it's pretty much like I can't say no to it. So I bought it. These sell anywhere from, I want to say $35 to $45. So that was a good buy. Now there's also, in doing this research, I found this kitty canister that kind of matches this. And it was fun to be researching this and to see the kitty canister listed at upwards of $100. But once you toggled that sold and completed listings, you could see that that kitty canister only sells from $40 to $50. So it was like, okay, I see what's going on here. So again, a reminder that it is so very important when you're doing your research to be looking at sold prices. Look at the sold prices. Don't look at the listing prices, because if you're looking at listing, you would think that the kitty canister was worth $100 and something, and it's not. It's only selling for 40 to 50 bucks. But there's like 2 or 3 of them listed for 100 and something, and all the ones that are selling are like 40 and 50 bucks. So yeah, this guy's gonna do. I'm going to probably end up selling him on eBay with a low starting price, but I would expect to get between $35 and $45 when all is said and done for him. Moving on, let's talk about these Santa Claus mugs. I know Christmas is nowhere in sight. I paid $2. Oh no, I didn't. It was half off day. I paid $1 a piece for these. Oh gosh, I did. I paid $1 a piece for these. These sell for $8 a piece. So I would list these for $16 in my Etsy shop. The mugs would go in my Etsy shop. The father mug, you guys saw me pick this one up. This one is going to my father for Father's Day. So there's a fun little poem on there. Some dads are swell and sure deserve the best day after day. Some dads are loved because they have an understanding way. Then some dads rate a vote of thanks because of things they've done. But dads like you are very few. You're all of these in one. So that's a fun poem. I'm gonna give that to my dad. Let's talk about this. I don't know about this. I probably should have done a little bit more research before I started my haul video. This one's got me stumped. I just don't know. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on this before I list it, whether that is Etsy, inevitably, or eBay. I'm just not sure, but it is modern, so I guess that settles it. It's going on eBay whenever I decide to list it. This one, paid 97 cents for it. It is a teacup. Sue found this, and it is fabulous. It is marked Met Gardiel. No, I don't have my glasses on. I do believe that is what it says. Met Gardiel. But it is so pretty, and the inside is glazed, the outside is not. We could not find a saucer to go with it, and Sue did look. She looked very hard. I wish we could have found it, but we didn't. We did not find it. So we only have the teacup. This I will list on eBay probably, because I just don't know anything about it. Also, I don't believe it's vintage. So this one is going on eBay. It's very pretty. If I drink tea, I would drink my tea out of there. This one also, this is kind of just an abstract mug. Paid 97 cents for this one as well. You guys know that's usually what I pay for my mugs. Now, this one is probably going to go up in Etsy. I do believe this one is vintage. Paid 97 cents for that. It will go up in Etsy probably for like $8. Now this one, my beautiful Italian mug that I love so dearly. I realized as I was setting up for this haul video that it has a chip on the rim that turns into a crack and goes straight down the flower. So unfortunately, this mug will not be making it onto Etsy or eBay. And I don't know if it was like that when I grabbed it. I was so excited when I found it that I was just like, so excited that I didn't even look at it very close. This is what happens. You know, I get so excited about things that I just overlook minor details like them being broken and cracked and whatnot. Let's talk about another Italy piece. Now you guys remember this. Somebody had started to peel the tag off the bottom, hoping to find a mark. They got about half, they just tore off a little corner of the tag right in the center here. Now, unfortunately for them, the mark was way over here. So where the tag was remaining was where the mark was, and the mark is Italy. So this piece is made in Italy. Now this one is vintage. I can tell you just by looking at it that it is vintage. It is a little jar. And I'm not sure how much I could get for that. I want to say probably $35 to $45. That one I will more than likely list on eBay as well. That will be an eBay piece. Where are we? Oh, canisters. Okay. I bought more strawberry canisters. Now I know that a lot of you are still waiting for the last strawberry canisters. I know. I need to get my act together. So with the last strawberry canisters, the wooden ones, you guys might remember those of you who have been with me for a while. I bought these wooden strawberry canisters, and I cracked them open, and there was this plastic smell, and I didn't like it. So I dumped a ton of baking soda in them, sealed them up, and they've been sealed up for like 8 weeks. Finally tonight, I unsealed them, and the smell is almost gone. There's still a little smell left, but it's not like as bad as it was. So I'm going to be listing those. I'm going to list them. I'm going to note it in the description that there is a plasticky smell because it has a plastic lining, and they're vintage, and I think it's just the plastic lining smell. Anyway, so not only am I listing these strawberry canisters, but I'm listing all my strawberry canisters. So they're all going up on eBay. These strawberry canisters are 1940s. They are satin glass. It's this frosted glass. You know what? No, I'm lying. I wouldn't consider this to be satin glass because it is frosted. If it was satin glass, I would expect it to be completely satin glass, but it's not. The glass is frosted. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's late at night. Now these ones have strawberries depicted on them. Some other examples have vegetables. There's various other painted stuff on them. But there is another set of these. I don't believe they're strawberries. I can't remember. Listed for $70 on eBay, which I thought was a little bit high. So I am going to be listing these low starting price on eBay. Probably I'll start them at like 25 bucks and see where they go on eBay. So make sure you are watching for those, because I mean there is some flea bites around the edge that will be noted in the listing, but other than that, I was kind of impressed with how they cleaned up. And I just used a magic eraser on them, on the outside, not on the inside. I don't know what kind of chemicals are in the magic eraser, so I wouldn't use that on the inside. I just used it on the outside to try to get some of the scuffs and stuff off of them, but they cleaned up nicely, so those will be going up on eBay. But, oh, wait. Let's talk about the box. I don't even know if I got this on video. I paid $3 for this. Stu actually found this box. It's in just a nice cedar box. It's got some old world like scenery there. Paid $3 for this. This would probably sell between 20 and 25. It's in pretty good. Well, not pretty good. It is in good condition. It's in actually surprisingly good condition. A lot of the times they'll, it'll be a leg missing, it'll be chipped off, and this is in good condition. But so that'll be listed up. Now, the other day I forgot to include these in our bins video haul. This is like a little denim vase for, not a denim vase, but it's like a little, yeah, I paid $1 for this. I paid $1 for this. This one will more than likely end up on Etsy. I'll probably ask $18 for this. And this one, it's a shepherd and a little sheep. This one I will probably actually list on eBay because I can't find another one like it, and that makes me excited. I get excited when I can't find another one like it. So I'll list this one on eBay, probably a pretty low starting price because I only paid $1 for it. But it is wooden inlay, so it's some pretty fancy inlay work. I like it. Now let's talk purses. You guys know I picked up quite a few purses in this video. I am going to stop the camera and restart real quick. Now this purse was fun. It's very 1980s. I look at this purse and I think of like really big shoulder pads and big fun hair and lots of blush. Like this is 1980s all day and I am absolutely in love with it. This is a fun purse. So I paid $3 for this purse. It is listed up in eBay right now. The starting bid is $35 and I do have a bid on it. So this is the first one I found. I just was so excited over that purse. I still get really excited over that purse. It's going to be hard to let that one go, but I know whoever buys it is going to appreciate it as much as I do. So I can sleep at night. Now this purse is velvet. I do believe it is velvet. I'm not positive, but it is so soft that I think it is velvet. The inside is like almost a linen. It is handmade and it has these wooden dowel closures, but I thought it was fun. I like handmade purses. I look for the fun and funky purses. Those are what I like to find. Like I said in the video, I'm not looking for designer purses because 9 times out of 10, they are a knockoff. And if you're buying those purses and you're selling them without being 100% certain that they are authentic, you're lying to your customers. And I just would not feel good about that. So I don't go for designer purses. I go for the fun and funky and vintage and handmade purses. So this one is listed up on eBay right now. Starting bid is $18 and I have a bid for $18 on it. So that is a cool purse. Moving right along because my camera is dying. That's why I've suddenly started talking super fast. This one is a vintage hippie bag, as Sue called it. It is, it's kind of like it's a rough material. It's tapestry. I would consider it a carpet bag. It's like a tapestry bag. It's got an outer pocket, an inner pocket, and then it's got this almost rope, but it's not a like real coarse, like splintery rope. It's actually kind of soft rope. But anyway, it's a hippie bag, but I like it. This one is also up on eBay. It has a bid of $18 going for it at the moment. So we'll see how that does. And last but not least, this purse. Now I like this purse so much. It is mid-century. I like the lines. I like the texture. I like the color. I look at this purse and I think Grace Kelly. That's just, I don't know. What I think when I look at this purse. Despite the fact that it is made in China, that is what I think when I look at this purse. And I knew that there was just something about it that I loved. And it's got this closure. It's actually an alligator. But no, I really like it. I've got a starting bid at $20. I don't have any bids on it yet. But it doesn't have a strap, so it's, you know, it doesn't have that going for it. But I think you could actually put like a chain strap on it. I think that would look good, like a gold chain strap. I was thinking of that. If I get stuck with this purse, I might end up doing that. But something tells me that somebody is going to buy this and they're gonna appreciate it. So that is everything that we've got out on the table. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul video, and I hope you go check out the shopping video if you haven't already, where we go shopping for all this stuff and we find some treasures, just a couple. But anyway, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Later.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you've spotted something that you just can't live without, don't worry. I've put a link to our Etsy store down in the description.